Thank you for coming to the second and final day of our conference on Indigenous knowledge. Today we have a full slate of presenters, and we have a full slate of breakout sessions, very good workshops. But before we start anything like that, we need to give some thanks for this beautiful day to the one above, to the Creator. And I have the honor and privilege today to introduce to you the person who will give us our morning prayer, offer the prayer. He's the Lieutenant Governor for the Pueblo of Tesuque. I'd like to invite up to the podium Mr. Anthony Thorman and his granddaughter and his son. Come on. Okay. She didn't sign a release, apparently. So.
Segitamu. Good morning. Also joining me here, up here this morning to help do the morning prayer is my son, also named Tony. He's a graduate student here at the university. I'm very proud of him. He's finishing up his degree in environmental studies, and he's also fluent in our language. I must say that this is not my first time in Missoula. Of course, I come here because of family. The last time I was here, it was 105 degrees. We were checking out of our hotel, and the young lady behind the counter there said, "Are you returning to New Mexico?" And I said, "Yes. We're going back there where it's cooler." A little bit about my pueblo and the reason why I'm here. I was introduced as the Lieutenant Governor. In my community, we do not run for office. We are appointed to office. As we like to say, we are selected, not elected. Or sometimes we say we run from office. So I have the honor and the privilege and the duty of serving as Lieutenant Governor in a one-year term. In my community, we don't separate our religious duties from our civic duties. So as councilmen, we have also religious responsibilities that we have to carry out. And in order to do that, we also have to learn a very special language that all natives know of as the prayer. And in this morning's prayer, my son is going to help me with that prayer that we are going to offer. And the basic parts are that, first of all, we ask the spirits, we thank the spirits for bringing us all here safely. And we ask for guidance that our thoughts and our words are offered in a respectful and caring manner to everyone here, that we are shown the right words and the right thoughts to offer to everyone here. Another part of the prayer is thankfulness for the food, for our sustenance, and for our health that we are being provided here. And finally, the final part of the prayer is for a safe return back home. Ne ira hi ira ansha ki no rin ki ame no no ita ka mara ki tu no no ai ku na po ne to I ko mo no bai to ri ki anu ngi no ri ke no no ri po no ri ka ni no tu no no we ku na po hi ho. My son will now offer the prayer for the food.
Yeah, indeed. Đó wa no na ho. Này đến đi ho chu tang he no na di ho na ho. Santa ho mi mubi ni ho na ho nai ku yo wa o rin ke ki na ri kam tu no wa na ho ho I ku da po na ri ho kam tu no wa ri we mu we ni po ma yo nai ha ni ho ro ku na ri kam tu no ni ho
Ra wa no ne ta na do ke no ho hi po he na bit ho hi po he ke no no I wa ku ta no no to se ta pe no I ka ma ke no. Ho na big wing ke we ding na di ha we na ni mo bo no Bapuri Pakani, and the no we could not pour and each on pour and we got caught poigo. Don't do on a more now to say that people part of it in a man to don't be a him, you know, to say that people waiting, boing, yonin, the network who are now. Waiting, boing, yonin, and then when they look now on a coolie, now to I'll be unsharping more now we do here, I mean, he go. Good, thank you very much. Oh.
A few announcements before we begin today with our morning speaker, one of our morning speakers. I'm asked to remind you about the evening with the NALSA, Native American Law Students Association here at the University of Montana. The NALSA is going to have drinks and appetizers and conversation. They're going to have a native flautist, Casey Nicholson, native storytelling, and they're going to present an award to Patrick Weaselhead, and they're going to have door prizes and raffles. And this is located at the Missoula Children's Theater, which is just downtown here on Broadway. It starts at 6 p.m. There is a cost, so apparently it's a fundraiser for the association. It's a meager $7 or $6 Canadian, whatever you have on you. Little bitty children's chairs, yes. I have no other announcements this morning. Do I, Patty? Okay. There's no changes in the menu here this morning about the presentations. So without further ado, because he knows he's got only an hour and a half, I'll introduce you to someone who actually needs no introduction in Indian country, but he paid me, so. We have today with us the director currently of the American Indian Graduate Center. He's a National Indian Health Center IRB member, which you might want to complain to him about later. And he's the renowned Indian country policy analyst. And he's an infamous and a famous educator, attorney, and Indian activist. Today we have with us the esteemed Mr. Sam Deloya.
Activist, that's kind of a catch-all when you're not quite sure what somebody does. Never been in a demonstration, so I guess I'm not much of an activist. Although I understand somebody took over the university president's office yesterday. Maybe they heard the Indians were meeting, so they do something really retro, like take over the president's office. Yeah, you think you're backward looking? Watch this. Wow. Maybe if we had a 3-day meeting, somebody would go throw some tea in the harbor or something. All right. I got to tell you, Bob said I'm director of the American Indian Graduate Center, and for about 37 years I was director of the American Indian Law Center, which is located at the UNM Law School, but it's an independent corporation, Indian-controlled corporation. And I left there and went to the Graduate Center last May. Now you say, why does a guy stay in one job for 37 years and then move to a job 4 miles away? And it's like I told a story about a guy that lived in a small town, and he lived in one house for 45 years, and suddenly he bought the house next door, and he moved into the house next door, and they said, why did you do that? And he said, I guess it's just the gypsy in me. So I guess I just can't hold a job. Somebody's going to look at my resume someday and say, move around a lot, do you?